It was a snowy day in Gravity Falls. Dipper Pines was making a special Valentine's Day card for Wendy. Mabel peeked in Dipper's room, only wondering what he was up to. Hey Dipper, whose Valentine is that for? Mabel asked, startling Dipper as he hid Wendy's Valentine behind his back. Promise you won't tell anybody? Dipper asked as Mabel nodded. Alright, this is a special Valentine is for Wendy. I bet she'll like it, Dipper said, as he showed Mabel his Valentine card for his crush. This is just sweet, Dipper. I know she'll like it, Mabel said as she began to read the card. For someone who I've fallen for since I met you, will cherish every moment till the day we die. I love you so much that I don't want to let you go. You're my special Valentine, Wendy Corduroy. Mabel finished reading Dipper the card. Dipper, this is so sweet. And that's not all, Dipper replied as he was looking through his sock drawer. Now I know it's in here somewhere. Dipper jumped in his sock drawer and he looked for something. He found a porn magazine in there, which made him feel embarrassed. Oh, how did that get there? Dipper tossed the magazine out the window, which landed into the dumpster. As Dipper looked through his drawer, he finally found what he was looking for. I found it! I've always been wanting to ask her something. I've always asked her. Dipper pulled out a small box. Mabel was confused at first. Dipper, what's in the box? Mabel asked. Oh, this, Mabel? Dipper asked. He opened the box to reveal an engagement ring inside. I've always wanted to pop the question to Wendy for a long time, so I guess Valentine's Day is a good day to do it, Dipper replied. Just then, Ted the teddy bear climbed up from the window. Hey Dipper, are you Dipper and Mabel Pines? Ted asked. Yes. Why are you here, Ted? Mabel asked. I want to find out where Robbie is. I want to beat him up after taking a photo of Wendy naked, Ted replied. Then he pulled out an X-rated magazine that Dipper threw out the window. Hey Dipper, why is there porn on the magazine doing here? I have no idea. I think Patrick Starr put it there, Dipper said, not sure on how the X-rated magazine got in his sock drawer. That starfish, I'm gonna beat his ass for this. Ted climbed inside and saw the ring in the box with the ring on it. He instantly knew what Dipper was planning. Are you going to pop the question to Wendy? Ted had then asked. Why, yes I am. I'm sure Robbie doesn't try to do this with her, and I hope not, Dipper replied. He was still angry at Robbie for that he took a photo of Wendy's underwear when her pants ripped. I'm still angry with Robbie, even when he took a photo of Wendy's underwear. Not to mention that he took a photo of her naked. Very inappropriate of him. I'll keep an eye on that asshole Dipper, Ted said as he was drinking a can of beer. Sounds great, Ted. If Patrick and or Robbie do anything, beat their asses, you can do that. Dipper chuckled as Ted liked the idea. I'll do that, and I'll even take photos of Patrick and Robbie to make themselves silly, Ted replied as he chuckled. The same next day, Dipper and Ted were at the Mystery Shack. It was February 14th, and Ted smiled at Dipper. He looked very around to make sure no Robbie or Patrick weren't there as well. What if Wendy doesn't like my Valentine's Day gifts? Dipper said nervously. Relax, Dipper. She's gonna love you more than anything. Plus, Robbie can go make out with Patrick Starr, Ted replied as he and Dipper laughed. Ted then walked inside first to see Wendy while walking inside the shack for her shift. Oh, hey there, Ted, Wendy said as she hugged the teddy bear. Hey, Wendy, your friend will be inside in a minute, Ted replied as he sat on the counter of the Mystery Shack. Dipper is a nervous wreck, but what do you have for Dipper for Valentine's Day? Ted asked. Wendy then pulled out a bunch of chocolates and candies. I even got a funny card for Dipper. But it's a cute one at that, Wendy said said to Ted as the teddy bear wanted a taste of chocolate. But Wendy stopped him. Hey, those are for Dipper, the teddy bear. Damn it, that's not fair. How come Dipper gets it that and I don't? Ted pouted as Wendy handed him a Valentine card with some chocolates inside the box. I didn't forget you, Ted. I got a bit too much stuff for Dipper, Wendy replied as Ted loved the Valentine card Wendy made for him. I love this card, Wendy. You made it? Ted asked. I sure did, and I bought it with a lot of stuff for Dipper, Wendy replied as Robbie pulled in the Mystery Shack in his van, and Wendy knew what he was planning to do. God damn it, Wendy sighed. Robbie again. going to say he's sorry for after taking a photo of my underwear. Want me to go teach him a lesson, Wendy? Ted asked. He was getting a bottle of beer and opened himself. Yeah, Ted, go ahead and keep Robbie busy, Wendy smiled as Ted headed off to the van. When Robbie got out, he saw Ted right in front of her. Hey Ted, what are you doing here? Robbie asked. Hey Robbie, Wendy says F you because of what you did. Ted replied with anger in his voice. What? Why? Robbie panicked. Because you took photos of her underwear the other day, and you took a photo of her naked. I'm disgusted with you, Ted said while crossing his arms. Don't you know that photos like this are very embarrassing? What do you mean, Ted? Robbie protested with a question. But Ted knew he was lying. That wasn't me. I swear. It was Patrick. Yeah, sure. But Wendy is Dipper's girlfriend now, sucker, Ted said as he started to fight Robbie with her beer bottle. He also decided to annoy Robbie by playing the Crazy Bus song. Dipper walked inside the mystery shack with stuff behind his back. Wendy noticed Dipper walked in. Hey, Dips! Happy Valentine's Day, Wendy said as she handed Dipper a Valentine's Day card with a box of chocolates. Wendy and Dipper didn't even notice Ted and Robbie both fighting outside, so they ignored what was going on. Ted is fighting Robbie off. I guess Robbie was going to say he's sorry for taking photos of my underwear. Wendy facepalmed. I sure hope when Robbie learns his lesson. Thanks for the Valentine's Day card, Dipper said. He then began reading the card out loud. For all these years, you've been a great friend to me, and with that, I'm forever grateful. We are friends. Then we became best friends, and then, even more than just friends. We are meant for each other till the day I die. You're my special Valentine, Dipper Pines. Love, Wendy Corduroy. Man, Wendy, that was so sweet of you. Wait till you see the card I got for you, Dipper replied, then handed Wendy a box of chocolates along with a card which we made for her. Dipper, this is so nice. Thanks, man. We could share our chocolate, Wendy said. She then began to read her card that Dipper made for her. For someone who I have fallen for since I've met you, will cherish every moment till the day I die. I love you so much that I don't want to let you go. You're my special Valentine, Wendy Corduroy. Wendy was almost in tears. It was the sweetest Valentine's Day card Dipper made for her. I loved it, Dipper. You're someone that I've fallen for, Wendy said as she and Dipper both shared a kiss. Meanwhile outside, Ted was chasing Robbie with his broken beer bottle. Get back here, Robbie! I want to beat your ass for some more, Ted shouted as Robbie was hiding in the van. He was still mad with Ted. If you didn't annoy me with that Crazy Bus song, you could do whatever you want, Ted, Robbie said as Ted smashed the passenger side window with his beer bottle. Damn it! Now I have to replace that window. Too bad, Robbie. I stole all your money. Ted chuckled as he put on Shadow Reader's underwear. Who put this underwear in Robbie's drawer in the van? Ted even began to rap a song. He was doing an impression of the Shadow Reader. Hi, I'm Shadow. In case you didn't hear it, I'm showing the town that this story is garbage. There's lowercase i's and the grammar is terrible, and the whole town shouted, what the F's with the offer? Ted rapped. What the hell is that song? Robbie groaned. That's a Shadow Reader version of What's with Andy, sucker. So leave Wendy alone or I'll beat your ass again, Ted said as he grabbed his cell phone. I'll get Shadow to kick your ass. Don't bother Wendy again. I won't, Ted, please. Just get out of my van, Robbie said as he was traumatized that he was starting to losing to a teddy bear. Just then, and the Shadow Reader showed up next to the van. Hey, Robbie, I'm looking for my... Shadow Reader was shocked to see Ted wearing his underwear and then turned to Robbie. Robbie, did you take my underwear? He asked. No, it wasn't me. It was Patrick Starr. Robbie lied. He took it, Shadow. I was wearing it to make myself look like an idiot, Ted replied as he handed Shadow his underwear back. Well, Robbie, I saw you posting a video of Wendy naked on my community tab about a few minutes ago. I just deleted it. And how did you get my channel access? Shadow Reader crossed his arms. Patrick Starr did it for me. It was because I wanted Wendy to like me again, Robbie replied nervously. That's called invasion of privacy, Robbie. You can get charged for that, Ted said as he was drinking another bottle of beer that he found in Robbie's van. I'll give Patrick a punishment day first. I'll deal with you, Robbie. The Shadow Reader and Ted both took Robbie home and gave him and Patrick a punishment day that they'll never forget. Back in the Mystery Shack, Dipper and Wendy were having a romantic dinner. There was love music playing in the background, and Dipper and Wendy were both eating spaghetti with meatballs. This is a nice dinner, Dipper. You cook really well, Wendy said as she suddenly burped. Glad you like it, Wendy. Dipper replied. He burped himself. The two of them began to laugh, and Dipper had to ask Wendy a question. Wendy, can I ask you something? Dipper asked. Sure, Dips, what is it? Wendy, they asked as Dipper got down on his knees and pulled out a small box. Wendy, from the day we met, I've always liked you a lot, and ever since we've been friends, we've suddenly became more than friends. So Wendy Corduroy? Dipper paused as he opened the ring box, and to Wendy's eyes, she knew what Dipper was doing. He was popping the question to her. Will you marry me? Oh my gosh, Dipper, Wendy said excitedly. Yeah, I say yes to that. Dipper slid the engagement ring on her finger and pulled the two over for a kiss. To Dipper Pines, he was very happy to be engaged to the one he loves.